Shout out and respect due to the Ghanaian princess, Michigan-born, living out loud with Nicole. I have been issued yet another challenge, and this was a challenge that I had to really ponder. But then again, not so much. But I want to thank her for issuing this challenge, and bless her heart. I will be dropping a link for Living Out Loud with Nicole in the description box below. But of course, let's talk about it.
These are the facts of life. These are the facts of life. Through someone's pain or pleasure, certainly you're born. You cannot make it by yourself. You need someone to keep you warm. You discover there's a world to explore. Life ain't what it used to be once you come through its doors. Remember, baby, these are the facts of life. And we talk about it. Live for the thing that's right. We can work it out. These are the facts of life. And we talk about it. Live for the thing that's right. We can work things out. You cry when you were hungry. You cry when you were mad. You even cry yourself to sleep, even when you're sad. When you grow up and life's still the same, you thought you'd be much stronger now, but nothing's changed. You're gonna hurt sometimes and feel real bad. Just remember, baby, you will survive. Can we talk about it?
Off the new Jack City soundtrack, hot song. Salute. How y'all doing? My name is DerrickCWilliams. Shout out and respect due to my newest subscribers, Spaz TV, and last but certainly not least, I had a chance to meet her just a few moments ago, Miss Aisha. And I also want to give an extra special shout out to Felicia Lockhart of the Lockhart Perspective for what she just did a few moments ago. Bless you, woman. And I will be reaching out to you. And again, like I said, I will be dropping a link for Michigan-bred, Living Out Loud with Nicole. The title of this presentation will be Boys to Men. And I'm just one man in the comment section on YouTube. Living Out Loud with Nicole issued a challenge. Essentially, what would me at 52 say to a, say, 22 Derrick? And I want to counter what was said by just one little caveat. The fact of the matter is that I am a science fiction buff. And in science fiction, when someone time travels with good intentions to go back to rectify and make things better, some kind of way, nature kind of messes up that intention. So when you go back in time to give advice or try to make a situation right, more often than not, the situation worsens. So we want to try to be careful to not think of it on those terms, obviously, but that's generally the way it goes. Life happens the way it should happen. This is etched in the grand scheme of things called life, as I say. And so with that being said, I will answer Nicole by saying this. I only have a few things that I would go back on. I think I've lived a full life at 52. May 26th, I'll be 53. And I think I've lived thus far a full life. The world don't owe me nothing. But some of the things I would go back on is firstly, I am a stock market investor. And as you know, time is your ally. Or I should say time is your nemesis with regards to stock market investing. So I don't really see any real benefit, or I shouldn't say benefit, let me retrace that. At 15, Damaris has room to run with the stocks that we have invested in, but I'm 52, so time is not on my side. But one of the things I would have done, when I first heard about E-Trade back, I think in 1995, I had money, but I was scared, I was ignorant, and no one taught me in my family or anywhere else the benefits of stock market investing at an early age. And so one of the things I would do at 52, I would go back to 24 and say, Derrick, just go ahead. Boyce Watkins had a quote, and I know I'm going to butcher it, but Boyce Watkins had a quote that went something like this: I'm going to live the way other people won't, so that in the future I can live in the way that people can't. Very good quote. I would have done that. The second thing is with regards to women in my life. I was always taught to respect women and love women and nurture women, and I still believe that to this day. However, all women ain't queens. Some girls is just only good for the back seat. And I gave love to women that did not love me. And I was trying to work with them and be a gentleman and all these things. And that just don't work with every girl. And so going back, my 52-year-old self would tell my 22, 23, 24-year-old self, no, boy, no. No, she ain't no good and she ain't hitting on nothing. Kind of like how Brenda, like that. So I'm not bitter over the relationships I've had, but they were just learning experiences. And so I go back to what I said earlier. You have to evolve in your way and in your own time. It would be beneficial, yes, if you had, because I had my dad in my life, but same goes with a 52-year-old Derrick. I know more now than I did then, but the fact is that I have to go through crucibles. You oftentimes hear me use the word crucible. A crucible is nothing more than a challenge. Life is a challenge, and it will be hard. But if you can come out on the other side of these challenges, you are all the better for it. And in that vein comes knowledge. Now, you can't infuse all of that into an idiot 22-year-old. Good luck with that. You're not going to be able to do it. But the intent, which is where I'm with Nicole, the intent is a noble one. You're just simply trying to make life better for yourself. But you have to, in order to, in my opinion, in order for life to be better, you have to go through things. You have to hurt. You have to scrape your knee in order to learn how to ride a bicycle better. You just can't be told how to ride one, if you understand me. And that's essentially it, because I've always been taught from my dad, and we was always taught that, boy, you want to be wise and look at the mistakes of others that were ahead of you and try to avoid those pitfalls. And generally speaking, I've tried to do that within my life. I didn't have children at an early age. I was 37 when I had Damaris, and so I was much better prepared as a dad. Things like that. Business-wise, or as far as my career, I've always wanted to be in healthcare, and here I am. So at 33 years coming up. And so with regards to your profession, if you love what you do, it's not really work. So those are pretty much all I would have to say with regards to Nicole's challenges, or the challenge, I should say. Oh, one last thing too. I would tell my younger self, damn what other people say, naysayers with regards to information. A lot of times black people, they will often equate you trying to exhibit intelligence as acting white or being better than. Well, no, I might just be better. Looking back on it now, I would tell my younger self, yes, be better than that, because they're idiots. You don't want to be an idiot. And so a lot of times I would not speak up. I wouldn't show what I knew. When I knew somebody was talking dumb, I wouldn't say anything. I would just laugh and hee-haw with them, knowing that was incorrect, just to be liked and stuff like that. Well, at 52, I'd be damned if that's so. I often say that dog don't hunt, and I wish my older self would have went back to my younger self and said it's all right to exhibit intelligence. And so that's pretty much my conclusion for this video. All y'all take care. Greenville, Mississippi till I die. Shout out and respect due to Living Out Loud with Nicole. For real.